Hi, very good afternoon to all. My name is Bhavana and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management. This is for the BCom students for first year in first semester for general and computer students, for both general and computer students. In this previous lecture, we discussed what is the staff organization and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the line and staff organization. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt till up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify our doubts, guys. And today we are moving. Our topic is what is the conflicts between line and staff. Today's our topic is what is the conflicts between the line and staff organization people. Let's start the lecture. Let's see here. I hope the video is clear. Line and staff conflicts. Line and staff relationship is based on the assumptions are both support to each other harmoniously to achieve organizational objectives. What they are thinking before making a relationship, they are assuming like that both line and staff organization are come closer together and for achieving organizational goals. This is their assumption while entering into an organization. Both line and staff organization people come together and discuss each and everything, and this may helpful for achieving our organizational goals. Line and staff relationship is based on the assumptions of both assumption are both support to each other. Means line organization people is support to the staff organization people, as well as staff organization people is being given support to the line organization people. They make like that, means they assumptions like that, but there is a conflict. There is also conflicts between line and staff organization people. However, there are frequent instances on conflict between line and staff organization. There is a frequent, means in frequently day to day there is a conflict between line and staff organization people. We know that if there are two friends are very intelligent. Suppose we take example like that, but if they are very close to each other, but there may be a conflict because they are in the equal position. Suppose there are two friends, but one friend is very good in studies, one friend is not good in studies. Like much, those who are very good in both our studies, for these people we can observe there are more conflicts while compared to the one study people and one not study people, because the emotions and the way they study, they are all equal in first case, but in second case there may be a difference. So but at the same we can apply here also. In which way you can apply, means the line and staff organization are both are equal level. Suppose if line organization is is high when compared to the staff, there may be no conflict, because the immediate superior, we have to listen the immediate superior. But here what is the problem? The line and staff organization are both are in equal way. That's why they have good, very higher chance for getting conflicts. Conflicts is nothing but means misunderstandings. Conflicts is nothing but you can say misunderstandings. While the one person is taken decision, the other person may not agree to. We can say there is a misunderstanding, misinterpretation. While the one person is saying something, but the other person will understand in another way. So you can say it is in conflicts. However, there are frequent instances of conflicts between line and staff organization. This generates lot of friction, loss of time, and consequently organizational effectiveness. Means based on these conflicts we lose our effectiveness. Means we can waste our lots of time because there is a complete arguments between these two people. So we can compensate some loss of time and also wastage of our resources. So wastage of time, these may occur when line and staff organization people have conflicts. See here. Therefore, there is a need for analysis the sources of line and staff conflict and then to take an actions to overcome the problem of conflict. First, we have to understand the line and staff organization problems. Then, for that, after the understanding, then we can take a step while solving the problems between line and staff. This is about the line and staff conflicts. What is the line and staff conflicts? They are in the equal position. So, for that reason, they are for these people arising some conflicts because they are in the same level people are working, so some ego problems, some attitude problems, like this they are like this type of problems they are occurring. Let's see here. Line and staff relationship is based on the assumptions of the both support to each other harmoniously to achieve organizational objective. However, there are frequent instances on conflict between the line and staff organization. This generates a lot of friction of loss, time and consequently organizational effectiveness. Then there is a need for applying the sources of line and staff conflict and then to take actions to overcome the problems of conflict. Line and staff organization, see here. Line and staff organization is modification of the line organization and it is more complex than the line organization. Line and staff organization is nothing but it is modification, means we can do some changes, then we can put a name like line and staff organization. When compared to the line and staff organization and line organization, line and staff is a complex. When compared to the line organization, what is the line organization and what is the structure of line organization? Already we know that there is first board of directors, next general manager, next head of the department, next supervisors and next employees. Each and every employee or each and every person has to follow the rules given by the immediate superior. This is about the line organization. But when coming to the line and staff organization, they are divided the duties. Staff organization people are very good in knowledge and specialize in this particular area, so these people are more interested for do planning and research, and these line organization people are very much interested for implementation analysis of the plan. So there is a difference between line and staff organization and line organization. They are saying when compared to the line organization, line and staff organization, it is a complex, means it is a difficult when we find out the reasons. Next, according to the administrative organization, specialized and supportive activities are attached to line of command by appointing staff superiors and staff specialists who are attached to the line authority. What they are saying, according to the administrative organization, while we taking according to the administration, according to the administrative organization, specialized and supportive activities are attached, means we need some specialized and supportive activities for achieving our organization's goals. So for that, these specialized and supportive activities are attached, means are linked with our line organization. We can say these people are known as staff organization, means based, suppose there is a production department. In production department, one person is very good specialized in this product area, in this production area, so we can appoint these people as a staff organization. There is a link, means already at the time of appointment only they create a link of line organization people. According to the administrative organization, specialized and supportive activities are attached to the line of command by appointing the staff superiors and staff specialists who are attached with the line authority. The power of command always remains with the line executives and staff supervisors guide, advise and control line executive. The power is always with line executives only. Only the staff executives we can give advice, but they have no authority on line executive. Suppose if there is a problem occur in our organization, these line people explain this problem to the staff people. These staff people give advice only, but they can't force. We have to accept these solutions. So they have a choice like to express their opinion and do some research on this particular activity, but they have no right to push do the same thing, and they have no authority to online organization. I think you understand up to now what is the line and staff organization. See here, line and staff organization is a modification of line organization and it is more complex than line organization. It is a modification. Already the line organization there, we can modify the line organization and put the name line and staff organization. When compared to the line organization, these line and staff organization is a complex. According to the administrative organization, specialized and supportive activities, when compared to our administration, they appointed some people the specialized in these roles, and they also create a link according to the line authorities because they can solve the problems easily and achieve organizational goals. So the power of command always remain with the line executives. The command always with line executives only. Only the staff supervisors or staff executives, they can give advice only, but they have no right to push or to force to take the decisions, and they also no right against taking any authority of the line executive. This is about the line and staff organization. And next we are seeing what are the reasons or causes for conflicts. What are the reasons or causes for conflicts? Let's see here. Arguments of line executive against staff. Against staff, the line executive people give some arguments. Let's see here what are the arguments. Dilution of authority. Means here authority is being diluted. Means at the time only the line organization, the authority is in the hands of single people only, that is line authority, but they are feeling the authority is taken by someone. So here authority is dilution, means shared by the some other people. This is the first argument created by the line organization against staff people. Next, lack of practical knowledge. They only do research and they don't have any practical knowledge. These line people are saying the staff people have no practical knowledge. They only knowledge according to the subject only, but they don't have any practical knowledge. Next, lack of human skills. They only give some problems, or they give solutions to the problems, but they don't have any human skills, means working conditions. They do not work in the working conditions. They tell only solve problems. Next, domination of manager. The managers are dominated by the staff people, means they are dominating as they feel like that. The staff people are dominating line managers. Next, easy access to the top management. They can easily talk with the top management because they are specialized people, so they have specialized knowledge. So these people can easily talk with the top management when compared to the line management people. And stress on paperwork. There is a stress according to their stress on paperwork. They are feeling it is a stress on paperwork. These are all the arguments tell by the line executives according to the, I think these only, staff organization. What are the dilution of authority? Based on these people, the authority is get diluted, and lack of practical knowledge. They are saying like that these staff organization people does not have any practical knowledge, and lack of human skills and domination of the manager. These people are domination the manager. Easy access to the top management, means these staff people have very closure to the top management. They can talk easily with the top management. And stress on paperwork. While we have to put any and paperwork, it is a very stress. These are all the arguments of the line executives. These are the arguments given by the line executives against staff executives. According to that, these staff executives also given arguments according to the line staff. See here, arguments of staff executives against line. Up to now we discuss what are the line executive people saying any arguments against staff, means they are telling their problems against the staff. Here also the same repeated, means here the staff people are saying giving some arguments against the line. Let's see here. Resistance to new plans and ideas. Arguments of staff against line, means resistance to new plans and ideas, means there is a resistance. They are unable to do new ideas and plans. Next, inadequate support from line executive, means they are not giving support, they are not providing support, and they are not providing information for taking new ideas. This is the argument of staff executive. Inadequate support for use of authority, means we are unable to use our authority. These line people are not giving any authority to show their authority. Next, lack of support from management. Management also given complete authority to line management only. So they are feeling lack of management support to just we are appointed for a specialist, but we don't have any authority power. Limited cooperation from the line executive, means when compared to the line executive, the cooperation is very limited. They are saying only limited cooperation among from the line executive. Line executives are not cooperating with each other. Supply of inadequate information, while they are not providing sufficient information too. And absence of authority. The authority is completely absent. These staff people are saying they do not cooperate with us. They are not providing information. They are not giving authority. They are not listening to our ideas. These are all the arguments against the line organization. These arguments are given by the staff against line In the previous, these arguments are given by the line against staff. These are their problems while based on each other. I think up to now you understand this lecture. If you have any doubts till up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts, guys. Thank you so much.